What's up and a very warm welcome to their channel. The sun is setting and the magpie is casting. Coming to you guys right now with some live Homeworld Deserts of Karak action. We are going to be here in Semifinals B Game ranks, who we got to watch in the round of 8. Is going to be here playing Galzian against Sparrow, who is also playing Galzian. So we're going to have a GVG, our first, my first. Yes, I was going to say first of the tournament, first of the day, something like that, but no, just the first GVG I have ever cast. So without further ado, spawning in the south here on Torrin Crater, playing as the white and black Galzian, we are going to have Sparrow. And spawning in the north, playing as the grey and black Galzian, we are going to have A Gamer ranks. So A Gamer, of course, is the player who I've cast the most of. Probably cast like, I don't know, 6 or 7 games of his total by now, so I have a reasonable idea of his style. He's very adaptable, very aggressive in the early game, but he has a fantastic late game as well. I would say possibly his only weakness, occasionally I've seen him like rely too much on the tactical map, so his railgun positioning on the top of dunes not so great. But you know, that was a long time ago that I saw that, and he may well be better at it by now. So here comes A Game ranks. He's moving out with the production carrier and the base runner here, deploying a scanner as he comes across the map just to get some intel, get some vision on that area of the map. If we switch to the production tab here, we can see Sparrow actually going for an early production cruiser. Very interesting stuff there. And now we can have a look at his build queue. He has researched sand skimmer fabrication, and he's actually going... So this is an economical opening here for Sparrow, so he's going to have to hold off this attack. Here comes A Gamer with the sand skimmers coming on in now, and Sparrow's going to have considerably fewer resources to deal with this. He's going to have fewer sand skimmers, but he will have the defensive boost provided by his carrier being in the hood. You know, the big guns on that are pretty good. So anyway, here comes the production cruiser coming in now. You can see the sand skimmers rallying out of that for A Gamer, and this is all going to be, the fight is going to be right here. Sparrow's production cruiser here is deploying its own sand skimmers. Here we go, and the fight will be on shortly. But this is going to be quite difficult, I think, for A Gamer to break. And that's really bad news. I mean, the advantage he has out of this is that his base runner is in a much more aggressive position out on the map, which is, you know, pretty cool. And he's going to be able to get this artifact going. But look, there's already a second production cruiser on the go here for Sparrow, so let's see what he does with that. Remember, the Galzians can't actually use that for resource drop-off until they research this refinery mode, which does cost a whopping 700, quite a lot in the early game. So I don't know what the plan is for this production cruiser. I mean, he's going to keep building sand skimmers, or else he'll just die. He gets fleet capacity 45 now. The Galzians research their fleet capacity upgrades, so they can never be lost, unlike the Coalition, who deploy little logistics modules, which can be subsequently destroyed. Yeah, so the Galzians... that is, it's a mixed blessing. It's a mixed blessing because it takes time, you see. So you can actually be supply blocked, whereas the Coalition ones are instant. You can just put down as many logistics modules as you can afford as you want. So anyway, looks like A Gamer here going to move back. Now he does have a considerably larger army, but no, this isn't actually being efficient right now. Because he's had this whole army and he wasn't able to push in and get anything done with it. And now here comes Sparrow coming across the map with 2 production cruisers. He is actually building... Is he building 2 at a time? No, he's building 1 at a time at the moment. He finds this scanner here, so he's going to take that out. And now Sparrow's building assault ships 2 at a time. Oh god, is this some... Oh no, this could get really brutal actually. He's building assault ships 2 at a time. I mean, sure, A Gamer has a lot more sand skimmers here, and he's going to start looking to take fights here. Oh wow, but now the assault ships are out. GVG, by the way, sand skimmer battles are a thing of art. You know, as A Game ranks here is going to secure an artifact. Sand skimmer battles are just like a beautiful thing to watch. It's like Muta versus Muta from StarCraft, except positioning actually matters because you know, whoever has the high ground has an advantage. So you'll see the 2 flocks of sand skimmers dancing against each other, and it is genuinely whoever has the best micro comes out a winner every time. Whoever can like pull back their weakened sand skimmers, whoever can make the most use of the health regeneration, whoever can make the best use of the terrain, it is just pretty awesome. I really do like love watching GVG for this reason. Now anyway, looks like A Game ranks here going to use his carrier to form a sort of defensive bulwark here, protecting his economy. The fragile economy is back here. His assault ships are getting totally focused down here by the assault ships of Sparrow, and Sparrow can pull these back and rely on the Galzian self-repair systems. I think A Gamer needs to focus the weakened one here, but he's not doing that. And the carrier is going to get very aggressive here, coming all the way forwards. I mean, it can get tickled a bit by these assault ships, but it won't really take very much damage. Boom, he takes out one of the assault ships, very nicely done there. And he's just building up a massive sand skimmers. Now, let's just take a look at back home here for Sparrows. Okay, he's not producing a production cruiser, so there's nothing going on back home. So this is pretty much the entire action right now. A-Gamer does have the artifact lead, 1-0. Let's just make sure. Is there a base runner out on the map? No. Okay, so actually there is a base runner out on the map. A-Gamer securing another base runner and coming for a flank down the right-hand side with a wing of sand skimmers there. So we'll have to keep our eye on that as things move forward. I'm not really sure what this is going to achieve because there are enough assault ships out now that A-Gamer I think can comfortably hold this. Here come the sand skimmers, and there are 2 production cruisers here which are slow and, well, relatively slow and quite vulnerable, so Sparrow needs to be careful here or he could stand to get punished for this aggression. A-Gamer's going to lose one of his sand skimmers. Okay, now you just need to do a little slice select. If you just, whoop, slice select and then bring those guys to the back. Just like, whoop, and then bring them to the back. That's how you keep sand skimmers alive. So I would appreciate it. I mean, I'd just like to see him just slice select those and put them to the back, but he's going to have time here to get the self-repairs on the go here. Now these sand skimmers getting caught out. Some of these assault ships are going to get some nice shots in on these guys, doing good damage. Oh, this is a really tactical battle. These sand skimmers here just providing recon information. A second artifact, that one was secured, so it is now 2-0. And A-Gamer here. I mean, this is essentially a fair fight. 4 assault ships versus 4 assault ships. A-Gamers have less health though. Sorry, it's 5 assault ships now. And a couple of salvagers going to come over here to open up this wreck. Oh, sorry, it's already opened up. So a couple of salvagers going to come across to start grabbing some additional resources here for A-Gamer. And now, now look, the railguns are being built. So these production cruisers are actually a real thorn in A-Gamer's side, because now look, the counter is here. These assault ships have to move back, and without the assault ships, these sand skimmers can't fight. A-Gamer needs to get them back. Uh-oh, he's going to hemorrhage a few units here. Oh, dearie me. This is looking pretty bad. He loses one of his assault ships as well. I was going to say, he does have extra power because he's secured 2 artifacts. So his carrier right now is a useful tool. He puts power into movement to get it over to the front, and then diverts power into the weapon systems when it gets here. So he's going to use his carrier as a defensive bulwark here. But I mean, you know, these railguns can kite all day here, and I think actually Sparrow has the ingredients for a really successful assault. Look how much damage these railguns just keep doing to the carrier. And remember, if you lose your carrier, that's it, GG, you're gone. So this is a dire situation right now. What does A-Gamer do? I think he has to move the carrier back, put the assault ships in front of it, and then keep chasing. This is such a desperate situation, I think. I'm not actually sure what the counter for this is. Like, if he doesn't get interceptors, I can't see what he's researching. If he's not building an interceptor right now, which I can tell you he's not, he's building railguns, he's in a really bad spot. He needs to divert power to repairs, like, immediately. Okay, there we go. So the power starts coming into repairs now. He pulls back his carrier at the crucial moment. In come the assault ships, but they'll just be fodder by themselves. These railguns will pick them to pieces. Protected at the moment, though, by this little sand dune here. Okay, now they're on the high ground. A-Gamer needs to get these out of here. Sparrow here taking a beautiful fight. This is fantastic work, using the double production cruiser to keep the aggression on. He knew that the sand skimmer assault in the early game wasn't going to achieve much. Wow, A-Gamer gets all these 5 out of here alive. This one very wounded, but alive. That's amazing. But yeah, he knew that the sand skimmer rush early on wasn't going to be a problem for Galzian forces, and now... So that enabled him to get out an extra production cruiser really early, and look at this pressure, you know, these 2 production cruisers have just been able to spit out a really scary army, and just right on the doorstep of his foe. I'm loving this build from Sparrow. He's actually focusing, no, he's not focusing the carrier down, but he could in a second. There we go, now he sees it, now he starts focusing, actually he's focusing down A-Gamer's railguns, so that A-Gamer can't get a critical mass of railguns to fight back. The range on railguns is big though, so A-Gamer can sit his railguns all the way back here, and just chip rounds in here, so that's what he's doing. But what happened to all of his assault ships anyway? Where did they go? Okay, they've come around the rear. Oh, A-Gamer, you're a monster. But look, the assault ships here for Sparrow relocate. A-Gamer up to 3 artifacts though, actually. So this is a problem for Sparrow actually. If A-Gamer gets any more artifacts, it's going to be close to a win, and that also gives the carrier more power to work with. So this carrier is getting a little bit beefy now. And A-Gamer has 2 railguns of his own at the back here, which are chipping in damage, but the railgun fight's not really going his way. One of these railguns has been acquired by the enemy. 3 railguns here for A-Gamer. This carrier taking so much damage though. How many railguns are there for Sparrow? Okay, 3. Okay, now here comes the assault ship rush though. All of the assault ships and sand skimmers for A-Gamer are down, so these railguns are open to being attacked, and so are the production cruisers. Here comes the assault for Sparrow. Oh my goodness, Sparrow is so talented. I've got to hand it to Sparrow. I don't think I've ever seen Galzian pressure like this. I've seen early rushes which tend to get pushed back and set Galzian up for a nice game if they go well. But I've not seen, you know, we're nearly 10 minutes into this game, And the pressure has been relentless here. And the A-Gamer's production cruiser is getting focused here a little bit. He has to be careful, but his carrier is just taking railgun slug after railgun slug here. Oh, dearie me. I think he needs to take power out of movement here and put it into repairs. Oh, that won't be enough. He'd need to take it out of... Oh, dearie me, I can see his predicament here. That carrier is desperately low on health. How close is this base runner to grabbing another artifact? Okay, so it needs to make this run and then make one more. So that's going to be pretty hard. And the carrier goes down. There we go. Wow. And that's it. I think A-Gamer actually just GG'd. Wow. Good game there from A-Gamer, but not enough there. Sparrow's going to take the first game and take a 1-0 lead in this series. Stay tuned for the next.